So I might just to go there because and we'll finish up soon, but you mentioned about a couple of years ago you only had 2 whites you go there. So with the daring description, there's a couple of you're adventurous with that now, Lisa? Like you try something you haven't tried before?
We do. We like using colour, and we always, part of it is getting to know your client and knowing whether they can take on board that sort of risk with the colour, but then we're also sensible about, we like to think we're sensible about where we use it. So there's always room for colour, but the base palette has to be good, to be able to accommodate that and to do it well, because otherwise it will just look garish.
And there's a sensible one of the business then. Are you going with more adventurous colours, or are you sticking with your 2 or 3 whites? Because I've got 20 down there to give
I've done full circle probably in the last 10 years. I keep coming back to, in the 90s and the early noughts, we used to use a lot of feature colours, whereas now we've pulled that right back, and I see that being consistent for decades to come.
Okay.
That, we will be using the whites, whether it's a shade of warm or a shade of cool, that's dependent on the environment and the particular project, but I think that will always be a base. Timbers, that varies, we're in that Scandi sort of blonde sort of feel at the moment, and some 5, 7, 10 years ago it was the really dark sort of timbers, and that will always change. We're using a lot of blacks at the moment, which I think is a very sort of Melbourne sort of feel, that they use a lot in hospitality and retail, and now in residential and commercial worlds. I think that base palette will always be consistent. What will change, and will always evolve and change is where we use that accent of colour. Okay. So we're being smarter with how we use colour so that it can adapt and change in 3, 5 years' time.
Well, I've got a really good feel of why Detail Studio is hitting the mark in Adelaide and a really thriving business. Thanks for your time today, guys. It's been fantastic.
No worries, Phil.
And I've learned a lot about whites, I'm sure our audience has.